Hello and welcome. Right, we're picking up straight off after where we left on. Yeah, I'm like, this is a bit different. When you walk on the thing and there's like moisture under the snow, yeah, it's quite unique. Just finished feeding the animals. It's going to chuck it down 28 to 29 centimeters expected. So this is going to be thick snow. So let's go through till tomorrow. We've literally, yeah, we've really got such a lot of equipment down at the shop. It's unbelievable. Yeah, absolutely amazing. But again, it's not all showing. This is what I was just talking about. Look at that little lot. None of that's showing. Now then, oh, this is my Transtar. It's got the rear hitch that doesn't work. Yeah, I put a rear hitch on it, but it doesn't actually work. If it is mine, no, I don't think there is one on it. It's got to be mine. Yeah, it's a non-working hitch. It physically looks right, but it doesn't actually work. Yeah, I've got to figure it out. I was struggling. Lorries are quite. There's an awful lot to learn about modding lorries, and I really have not learned anything yet. So we'll go through to February morning. I'm hoping to get us through the winter. So next session we can start. So this may be a shorter session. It all depends on what actually happens. You never know. You can never really foretell what's going to happen, or whether you're going to... Yeah, you often this time of year you get 1 month where there's nothing in the sales. But sometimes, well, you do normally. It's normally been, oh, wow, that went quickly. Oh, now that was a cracking... Really good tickle. Excellent. Yeah, the Giants have definitely changed this. Definitely. Amazing. Now then, that's more like it. It is. Now that tractor, oh, my favourite tractor. One of my favourite tractors. Well, we might be able to afford it. Oh, it's ours. For 6,000. Helianthus. Proper Helianthus header. Although, are we actually doing... We're doing vegetables? Right, okay, well, we can afford that. We don't want any extras, because that's where your money goes. And we'll grab that too. And we will have the G866 mods one, the baler. And we will probably get rid of the Go Whale. But I would have kept it. I mean, I did keep it up until the point where, obviously, you know, like we didn't get... I mean, I did say if we got a cheap, a good one, then I would. Because the idea of getting bigger bales, now we've got the mower as well. It's all taking shape. Not necessarily my choice, but again, I always love the sales for that fact that you get things that you probably wouldn't choose, but still functional. So, yeah. Let's get these two sold. And I'm hoping we can afford the Agris. I would say that probably is the last tractor we would need, really. I don't think we'll need a bigger team than we've actually, than the 40-odd grand one. So let's grab, borrow a lid of cash. No, we could do that. No, we can't. We could do that. Yeah, I'm so glad we've got the Helianthus headers back in the game. One thing I'm intrigued on seeing is the Helianthus used to do the giant windrows, and it was just the Helianthus that did it. And I didn't cotton on to that for a long time, that it was the Helianthus headers that actually did it. But it was. I'd be intrigued to see if the Helianthus headers still do that thing where they do the really big windrows, because we've not had them in FS25 at all. So yeah, I'm rather intrigued to see. Are we going to take that header over there? Yeah, I'm amazed. Our equipment is like going through the roof, but we do really need to turn to... It would be very nice to try to get fields now, as far as I'm concerned. I think we ought to be turning to that. So really, if we get a chance for equipment, I think we... Well, actually, I don't know. Equipment's... It's always more important. That is why we're skint all the time. But yeah, it's true. We could probably manage another year with good equipment, but like still pushing on and try. I mean, we might also be able to buy a field later on in the year. The dairy should start to produce a little bit of like goodies to sell. Not going to make us rich, but I do like these Let's Plays where it's gradual. It doesn't just like suddenly come all of a sudden. You like burst out of your cocoon like a butterfly. That's now then. Yeah, let's grab that now. We can afford it. That's going to be a struggle to actually do. Yeah, it's nice when you see gradual growth. I've got to be honest, one of the most favourites I had was Sri Lanka. Of all of the Let's Plays I did, we did, I think it was 17 years on Sri Lanka, because the first few years, I just really, really enjoyed my time on the map. And it was, yeah, it really did enjoy it, apart from the fact that the first couple of episodes were terrible. For some reason, the recordings went very strange. Apart from that, it was just gradual, steady, slow growth. But I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was, again, a challenge. After our 17th year, we finally just managed to get the... I mean, we started with one little field on Sri Lanka. It was a real battle. And again, probably on par with what we've seen on this. Stick. We can just afford to... We could actually buy the versatile, actually. I love the colour of the versatile. It is obviously my favourite colours, red and black. And the yellow doesn't look terrible either. It looks... I always think reminds me of fire. But I've got to be honest, I've never been bowled over by a versatile tractor. The one I had, though, the one we sold earlier, now that one's a nice tractor. And I'm a massive fan of this type of tractor, but the versatile's never really blown me away. Right, so then we want that and that. Oh, it's a bit painful. No, we need to, yeah. Yeah, I've tried the BB mods, and I don't dislike it, but I prefer the G866 mods, and I'm sort of not trying to... I don't want too many mods in, so I'm going to like give everybody always a chance to like see which one I like the most, or which... And those that yeah, because I don't want 9 million... Ooh, 9 million mods. Ah. Oh, it's swivel axle jobby. Should have cleared it now. Wow, that's nasty. Yeah, I've got to be honest. I had a very bad experience in FS22 when I was like just getting every single mod that came in. Yeah, I'll have that one. Yeah, I'll have that one. And I got so many mods that the game took about 5 minutes to actually load. Literally, and I just removed a few of the mods, quite a few of the mods, just on the off chance that it was that, and sure enough, it actually was. So it sort of taught me a lesson that you can't just go on and on and on and on and expect the game to load quickly, because it really does take a long time for it to actually go through those mods if you've got 1,500 mods, and it doesn't take long before you have got, I think I've got, and again, I am being careful, something like 683 mods. So like that is the last thing that I want to sell. And then hopefully we can afford those 3 items. I'm not sure we can. I don't mind us getting into debt if it means us getting a tool. And I don't mind it doing it. We've got 1 more month to go. But I don't know. I think we might have to sacrifice the aggro. Yeah, it is the aggro star, isn't it? Even though I love it and I really do, sometimes, yeah, I think the field is useful. Definitely need the liquid tanker for 6,000. That's an absolute bargain. Right, so then, yeah, that we can't do without. It is brilliant though. It's a really good price. 40, 66, 73,000 would leave us 30 odd thousand. We're gonna do it. We are. Oh, it's got the Zario Pro Compact as well. So definitely yes. That's my new one. Well, newish one. The latest one, should I say. So we're down to 29,094 animals. I would say that they're probably still good. Yeah, definitely. So I think we're going to go through to March morning, see what if the store has got anything in the morning, and we're going to go from there. We've got enough money to plant our field. It is true, even with the one field left. Now we do want to be going to 8 o'clock in the morning. And then next session, we're going to get some work done. And I think it's April for planting vegetables. So we could go till April, really. Oh, no. Oh, my life. Now, that I did not expect. Now, that... We're not moving in this snow. We're definitely not moving in this snow. Oh, my life. Oh, wow. Would you believe it? Are we going to give this a shot? Are we going to have a laugh? Because I've got to be honest, that really... Oh, it's the Axery lorry as well. Ah, it is what it is. Right, so we've got another Maximus. Now, that would be useful, but I'm not sure we can afford like that and like that as well. So let's go... Let's grab that first, I think. Yeah, we're going to give it a shot, but I'm not sure we're going to do this. Now, how can they get through... Giants, you didn't think of that one very well. No, seeing cars go through the snow as if it doesn't exist. There's only so much you can actually do, isn't there, really? So... it must be across the road. I think I'm going to time-lapse this because it's going to end up being really massive, because this is not going to be quick because of the snow on the ground. I think it's going to be a bit of a battle. So I'm going to say my words. Let's get this last bit of work done to get through to April. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now that is not a bad place to leave it, is it? That is quite amazing. Yeah, I never thought. I mean, it's weird. I wasn't sure we were gonna get the big one, the one with the crawler tracks that you think, yeah, that'll definitely make that. Well, that was the one that struggled the most. Oh, yeah. This is weird. It's the snow. It done after some strange things to the game mechanics. Not quite as it should be. But he literally sold everything. So up to 125,096. Can we go through till April morning? Yeah, I think we can. I think they're going to be fine by morning. But we do start. I mean, to be honest, let's be honest, this time of year. Ooh, now they are coming on. Yeah. Wow. That's what I said. Once you get a few, they start giving birth every 2 or 3 months. It really fills up very quickly. How are we doing for food? Yeah, still reasonable. That's still going to be all right, and so is that. It's going down very slowly. So I think we can go through till April morning, and then it's all hands to the pump next session. Basically, I'm hoping the snow is going to go. We had gone, and now it's come back. Now, I've got to be honest. The vagaries of good fortune have been with us, and that is good. Yeah, everything should drop to the floor any second. I think, is it a vehicle that reminds them, or do they just drop? Yeah, no, actually, you can remind them now. But you have to pretty much touch them physically. Right, now then, so the sales. Yeah, wow, I'm well chuffed with their equipment. If you'd have said we'd have got this, we've got lorries, and I mean, that Senna Bogan is a beautiful telehandler. It really is. It really struck me for the first, oh my life. Struck me for the first time on, another Scorpio. That's the 5.5 meter. We have got the special, we don't really need another mower. Oh my life. We might actually go into this with a bit of cash. Yeah, really. So I think we'll sell that as well. Let's let's do the last little bit. We're going to literally strip the shop bare and sell every last little thing that we can, including you. And then we're gonna literally, yeah, so wow, still I think we must be across the road. Yeah, I would say. Wow, this is a little tiddler, really is. Absolutely tiny weeny. I can't believe that snow has gone. Yeah, it really is a beautiful, very, very low, very, very nice. Yeah, it really is. I have got it on one Let's Play, but I didn't really appreciate it. It just sort of struck me that how nice it was and how good a drive it was, how well it was managed. Oh, was that there before? Yeah, we're literally going to do everything. I wouldn't normally do this, but we're already committed, so let's do it. But I think we stand a chance of buying a second field. Although, the only bad thing is this time of year is the fact that sometimes, yeah, they've already been planted. Yeah, what you don't particularly want. So, yeah, we shall see what we shall see. Yeah, I don't think if you'd have told me that we'd have been on 125,000, I would have believed it. Obviously, things like the big Impex, really. Why is that not actually? I mean, yeah, when you sell a few items worth 300 grand or 150,000, it's 15,000 or 30,000 profit per sale. At that point, you seriously can earn some dosh. But of course, you never know if that's going to happen because it doesn't always. So we really have done quite well at the sale, very well at the sales actually. this. Yeah, I know. Should I stay in the time lapse? I don't think so, no. Yeah, let's grab that and that. Yeah, I mean, we've got a lorry as well. Very unusual for this kind of map, but why not? Good. Yeah, the only bad thing is really I could do with a rear hitch for this kind of map because the chance of you getting a lorry back are a bit slight, really. Apologies for the silence. Yeah, I'm quite amazed. 2.6 meters. Got the header for the vegetable thing. We've got balers and all manner of things. It's really very little. I mean, I can't believe how many balers we're actually getting. We don't want any additional costs. That's right. This one you can't get rid of everything. I remember. We should still make enough cash though. Yeah, so I think we've got enough, a full team of tractors, got a baler, a new mower. Obviously, as I said, really, the vegetable harvest is the biggest one. I mean, we've really sort of gone from a knife edge where things were turning against us, or it felt like it, where we just persevered, didn't, just cracked on as you do, or you can do, and we sort of turned a corner. And now the vagaries of good fortune have sort of turned to us in another way, and we're sort of doing really well. So, oh wow, that's a good profit. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't wish for better fortune from buying things from the shop, really, could you? They would just been tremendously amazing. Even also like for the things that we've bought ourselves. Yeah, including the 2 planters. And they sort of, I've got to be honest, they suit the map as well. I've got the Pilatus, which is a 9 meter. Although it would have gone on the map, I think the 2.6 meters really suit the map much, much better. So then, and last but not least, again, 309,000. So we need to lend another 150,000. And then a bit more. But again, it's going to be 30 odd grand that we actually get for this. Unless, of course... Oh, so have I got to have... Oh, I think that's going to really scupper us. But we should still make some profit. Oh. Oh, of course, no, it was an extra for the GPS that we weren't really expecting, were we, really? How much is that thing? 309? It's 317, surely. Why is it 349,000? I cannot... This is another one of them things with, like, weird options that aren't showing up. That is not... What the options we've got are not adding that... Yeah, this is another one that's gone wrong. Because we should only be adding, like, 9,000... Yeah, there's an option that's not showing. So, do you know... We're going to repay our loan and, like, it's tough. Yeah. I'm not. I mean, we couldn't complain. I've got to be honest. That's one of the best things I've ever seen for like the shop. So do you know something? I'm really not bothered. I'm really not. Right. So we're in April. We ought to repair the 2 seed planters because. The other thing is, I really would like to buy another field. I can't afford a really expensive one, but let's have a bit of a look around. It's a shame about that. It would have really set us going, but I'm not. Yeah, it is what it is. So then, close to us, field 44. Let's check as well what has been planted already. So our grass is fully ready. Field 3, 177. So we need a small field. Field 8. I think that's one of the. It's a bad field anyway. 152. And it's empty. And it's ploughed. We may have to loan a little bit. I've got to be honest. That's very tight. But I was just determined that we're going to do that. One thing we do need to do, though, is repair the cedar. We might have to like limp along on partially damaged equipment because, we'll have to take a loan. Yeah, you can't do things like that. Right, let's get these 2 repaired. So I'm very happy that we've got our, I do love this tractor. Again, this is another one that I fell in love with on Sri Lanka because this was the lead tractor. It's a real beaut. Fantastic. So, yeah, we're definitely going to need to lend it about 10,000 at the very least. Definitely. We ought to, now we also need to start to stick the things in the dairy. So we will get that done next time as well. But we will definitely borrow about 10,000, I think. We just got to. We could be clever. Right, I'm going to say my goodbyes, but I am going to ferry some of this stuff over to the. Is there anything I need to show you? Well, we need to put a repair point back down at the farm. We'll do that next session, but we could stick this on the front. And we're going to need probably the baler first, because I think we've already taken the mower. So next session we'll get that going as well. We've got enough tractors now that we really can actually, our fortunes really turned a corner. So let's get this baler done as well. Yeah, I mean, we've gone from one extreme to the other. We've got lots of tractors, we've got lots of equipment, and most of it through basically the sales being terribly good to us, really. Yeah, no, it's the baler we really need to get. So I'm going to show you me repairing this, and then I'm going to sling my hook, but we will have shifted most of the stuff, but might have to stay with some of it being damaged. Right, so I am going to say my goodbyes. Yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.